Welcome to another weekly balance. I'm Coach Lindsay, so I'm excited to walk you all through a lower body focused stretch with also incorporating some balance in it as well. So before we get into it, I'll just kind of walk through what you're gonna need for the class today. All you're gonna need is a ball of some sort, and then something different for this one is you're gonna need a pillow, a small pillow, a folded blanket, really anything of that sort will work. We're only gonna use it for one exercise, so if you don't have something like this nearby, that's perfectly fine. You can always add it next time. And then of course your chair for stability, or a wall, something close by that you can hang on to if you lose your balance. Of course, make sure that you have plenty of space around you, nothing that is dangerous if you do lose your balance. And then ideally you wanna be doing this class with me barefoot. That is the best way you're gonna be able to maximize all those small muscles in your feet. So without further ado, while you guys kind of grab things and get situated, I'll walk you through a preview of the class today. So we're gonna be doing, like I said, a lower body focused stretch workout with incorporating balance. So we're gonna start from the bottom up and start working some of our smaller muscles and joints down below, and then working our way up to our bigger muscles and joints. So as we go ahead and get started here, if everybody just wants to join me in a march here as always, whenever you're ready. Just getting the blood pumping, the body moving. Swinging your arms side to side, nice broad open chest here. Awesome job. Go ahead and bring your knees up a little higher here, marching a little slower, making sure we're getting that good glute and hamstring stretch in here. Awesome. It's a good way to get our heart rates up, get a little bit out of breath maybe. And go ahead and bring it back down to those smaller quick steps here for about 10 more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Awesome job. Shake it out. Make sure you're nice and loose and ready to go. Tall posture helps, and open mind helps as well as we get started. So we're going to start, like I said, from the bottom up. So we're going to start with some ankle rotations, obviously isolated. A lot of these balance workouts are just having isolated movements on each side. So we're always going to start with that left leg planted. So for this exercise, when you're ready to follow along, plant that left leg on the ground, and then we're raising our right leg up here as so. Nice straight right leg, and whenever you're ready, begin those ankle rotations just in a circle here. Focusing on that balance, having your chair nearby if you need to hold on to it. And with these circles, we want to be doing nice big circles to get that nice stretch in the calf and Achilles area. So making sure you're not doing really small, quick circles and really maximizing that stretch there. And let's change directions. Awesome job. Hold that balance. We're here for another 5 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Awesome job. Shake it out. Getting that leg nice and warm. And then when you're ready, we're going to go ahead and, of course, switch sides. So we're going to be planting our right leg and then rotating our left ankle. So when you're ready, make sure you have your good balance, keeping that left leg nice and straight. And then we're rotating hips at the side. Hips can be out like so or straight down. Nice big circles, really getting that calf stretch here. Awesome job. And go ahead and switch directions. It's nice to get that good stretch on the top of your foot too. So really point your toe when you're down, and then when you're pronated, really point up. Great job. 5 more seconds here. 3, 2, and 1. Awesome, you guys. Shake it out. Whew. It's always a good one to start with. That isolated movement gets those glutes and hammies and everything kind of warmed up and fired up. So next thing we're going to do, moving our way up the leg, is calf raises. So for this one, you're going to want to have that chair really nice and close by just in case. But we're going to be doing single leg isolated calf raises. These are designed to be nice and slow, okay? So when we're doing these, we're not bouncing up and down. We're nice and slow, maximizing that stretch, working on that balance. So have that chair there if you need it. We're gonna start with that left leg as always, kind of hovering your right leg over the ground. And then when you're ready, join me in a nice tall calf raise and down, up and down. I like to have my hand right over the chair just in case, because this one's a little bit tougher, especially because when you're up, you're only on the toes and like the very ball of your upper foot area. So this requires a lot of balance. It's also working your calf muscles. Hold, hold, hold. We have about 5 more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Awesome job. Shake those out. Whew. You're gonna be sore probably after that one. Calf raises will do that to you. So switch the chair on the other side if you need it. And then we are going to begin on that right leg. So right leg is planted, left leg is hovering over the ground. And then when you're ready, we're up and then we're down. Keeping that hand over the chair if you need it. Try not to rely too much on the chair. I know it's hard, but of course, if you need to tap down to catch your balance, you can. It really helps if you spread your toes out. That's why I have you guys do these barefoot, so you can really maximize that space. Spreading your toes helps you kind of increase your foundation there. So keep going. Awesome job. 3 more here. And last one. Awesome. Shake those out. That's a doozy to start with. Sorry about that one. Should have put that one later, huh? All right, you guys, moving on up the leg up to, we're gonna be focusing on a hamstring stretch, and we're gonna be doing an exercise called an airplane. So we've done this before in previous classes. You probably have seen it before as well, but I will show you. So standing on your left leg, of course, we're gonna be extending that right leg out, having that chair if you need it, and then arms also follow through at the side. So with this is key is you want to keep that planted leg as straight as possible with just a slight bend in the knee so that you can really push your hips backwards and maximize that hamstring stretch here. Awesome job. Hold, hold, hold. You got it. Try not to roll your shoulders or extend your back. You want a nice neutral straight position here with your chest. And we got about 8 more seconds here. 4, 3, hold, 2, and 1. Awesome job. Shake those out. That's a hard one. That kind of takes your upper body forward a little bit and throws that balance off. So we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. Whenever you guys are ready, get your breath if you need it, get some water if you need it, and we'll start. So plant that right leg. Again, left leg is gonna fall back, keeping that right leg as straight as possible, and arms go out to the side here. Hold, hold, hold. Trying to keep a neutral vision too, so we're not looking up, we're not looking around, we're trying to just pick one spot a little bit, maybe 3 feet in front of you to look at. Hold, you're doing awesome. And 3, 2, and 1. Awesome job, you guys. Shake that out. Halfway through, okay? So we're moving along. Next muscle group, gonna be the quads, okay? So we've worked the ankle, Achilles joint area. We've worked the calves or gastrocnemius, and then we've worked the hamstrings. Now we're gonna work the quads, okay? So for this one, we're bringing in the pillow that I mentioned or the folded blanket, whatever you guys have. And this is optional too. So I'm gonna show you guys the stretch, and then this is for an extra challenge. So if you've done these first 3 exercises and you're like, man, like I can do this isn't super challenging, throw a pillow or a folded blanket under your foot and it will add a lot of challenge. So it's here if you wanna use it. But for this stretch, have that chair next to you. I'll show you first. So we have our left leg planted as usual, and what we're gonna be doing is grabbing that right ankle for that nice quad stretch here, okay? So if you can't quite reach back and grab that ankle, you can kind of just hover your ankle about as far as you can go towards your butt. But if you can grab that ankle, that's ideal. And we're gonna hold this stretch. This should be a nice straight stretch here. We're not out to the side, we're not back, we're not all crazy. We're nice and strong, squeezing that core for that balance. And then again, you can throw that pillow up under your foot for an extra challenge. So we're here for 15 more seconds. Awesome job. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great job. Shake that out. We're gonna repeat on the other side. I think for this one, I'm gonna bring the pillow in just because I kind of want that extra challenge. You can too. You can try it, and if you're like, oh, this is not happening, then you can also remove it as well. So I'm gonna plant that there. I'm gonna move my chair over just in case. And then we're gonna be planting that right leg here. Move this back just a little. Grabbing that left ankle here and holding that stretch. What that pillow or that blanket does is it makes your foundation or your ground very uneven. So it kind of allows you to focus more on that balance and give yourself an extra challenge. Awesome job. Keep holding. You're doing great. 10 more seconds here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great job. Shake those legs out. That is absolutely one of my favorite stretches for after a walk, after a jog or run, after a hike especially. So if you're looking for a good way to stretch your quads out, that's it. All right, next we have 2 more exercises, okay? So you guys are doing awesome. You can keep the pillow close by for both of these and you can use it as an extra challenge. If you decided that was maybe too much for you, that's fine. We can toss the pillow aside. This next exercise, we are gonna be using our ball. So if you have a ball or just a small object that you can toss in the air, go ahead and grab that. And we are gonna be doing a tree pose with a ball toss. So we're not only working our balance, but we're working our hand-eye coordination, and we're taking our focus away from our balance by using the ball. It just kind of allows our body to naturally do what it wants to do and see how strong our body is naturally without trying to focus on our balance. So we're gonna start with that left leg. First, we're gonna make a tree pose. So bring that right leg, kind of making a tree or a 4 with your body here. The distance on the leg doesn't really matter. The higher you go, the more challenging. I like to kind of put my foot right on my knee, on the inside of my knee. That's kind of a good place, but you choose. And then when you have this pose nice and held, we're gonna take, if you're standing on your left leg, we're gonna toss with the opposite arm. So toss with your right leg or with your right arm, toss that ball up in the air, okay? So this is really gonna be a challenge. So make sure you have a wall or a chair close by. And we're just tossing. These don't have to be big tosses. If you drop your ball, don't worry. I drop mine literally all the time when I'm practicing. So we'll see how good I do here. They don't have to be quick, but just give yourself that kind of extra challenge here. Awesome job, you guys. I got my hand hovering over my chair just in case, because this one's a little bit tougher, but we're only here for 10 more seconds. So hold, hold, hold. You guys got it. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Awesome job, you guys. Okay, so if that felt really easy and you're like, man, I got the tree pose, I got the ball toss, throw that pillow under your leg if you need it for this next one. So we're gonna transition over to standing on that right leg, making that tree pose with our left leg when you're ready, and then having that ball in your left hand. And we're gonna toss when you're ready, so join me. This one, it's kind of interesting to do isolated workouts because you can see what your stronger side is. And it's very strange for me because I have better balance on my left leg, but I'm right dominant. So it's very interesting. I think it's one of those things where it's good to test out, and I'd be interested to hear from you guys. Let us know in the community, like which side you have stronger balance on, because it's kind of interesting to find that stuff out. So keep holding here. You guys are doing awesome. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, Last one. Awesome job. All right, you guys, shake it out. That was kind of a fun one. I like that one. Okay, next one is our last exercise, and then we're gonna have a little bit of a cool down exercise afterwards. So you guys are almost to the end. For this one, you don't necessarily need the pillow or the chair or the ball. So you can set all that stuff aside. This one's pretty simple, but we're gonna be focusing on a inner thigh hip flexor, also an outer glute stretch. So I love this one. I'll demonstrate and you guys can follow when you're ready. But what this looks like is we're gonna start with our left leg planted. We're bringing our right knee up, out, we're touching, we're back up, and then we're in. So we're kind of making a triangle here. So join me when you're ready. Have that chair there if you need it. But we're really just standing on that planted leg and rotating our hips out. So it adds that extra challenge, but it also gets that good stretch here in our inner thigh and then our outer glute area, which the glutes are a little bit harder to stretch, so this is a good one. Awesome job, you guys. Do these nice and slow. This is not a race. We are here to stretch. Reps don't matter. That's why I don't have you guys do reps. I have you do time. And 5 more seconds here. 3, 2, and 1. Awesome job. Shake those legs out again. I definitely feel that in kind of my hip glute area. So again, a really, really good stretch to do. So last one, you guys are doing awesome. Standing on that right leg, we're gonna repeat the same thing. So bring that left leg up, out, down, up, and in. And when you guys are coming down, just tap that toe on the floor. Try not to actually plant because you're not really getting a good balance benefit from that. Awesome job. Nice, good stretch here in the inner thigh. Got 10 more seconds here. Hold, hold, hold. I know our legs are fatigued. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great job, you guys. Shake it out. Lower body always gets the heart rate and the sweat going because they're big muscles and they're muscles we use a lot. So definitely gets your body going. But you did it. You did 6 exercises, balance, stretching combined. So we're going to end with some sun salutations and a side stretch just to kind of open everything up and get our heart rates down a little bit. When you're ready, join me down here for a deep inhale. We're up, exhale over to the side and hit the other side. And then we're down. 2 more here. Inhale up, exhale to the side, to the other side, and down. And last one, up, over to the side, and other side, and down. Awesome, you guys. Good job. Thanks for spending your 20 minutes with me today. And next week, we are going to be doing some core focused balance and stretching. So I will see you guys next week. Have a great weekend.